What's up, YouTubers? How's everybody doing? It's the J-Rex here. Alright, yeah, the topic of this video is Bitcoin is a scam. I never thought I would have to talk about Bitcoin. I thought I could just put Bitcoin to the side, just forget about Bitcoin, and not have to talk about Bitcoin because obviously something as stupid as Bitcoin is never going to become big. And that was my assumption. I assumed, like we all know that Bitcoin is stupid. We all know Bitcoin is dumb. We all know that the concept is stupid. There's no way that this Bitcoin thing could ever get big like it is right now. And I never thought I would have to talk about this stupid Bitcoin. I thought I could just put this to the side, forget all about it. Like, no way something like Bitcoin could ever get this big. But it has. So now I have to talk about Bitcoin. Unfortunately, like, I can't believe this stupid concept got this Ponzi scheme. I cannot believe this Ponzi scheme has gotten as big as it is now. And I cannot believe that Bitcoin and all these stupid cryptocurrencies have managed to trick people into forking over their hard-earned money on these fucking scams. But before I begin, I bought some gold. I don't know if you can see that. I bought 1 gram of gold. I like, usually all I buy is like silver. I got like a 10-gram gold or silver bar. I mean, I usually just buy silver, but I was like, ah, man, gold is so pretty. I really want gold. Gold is so pretty. So I bought gold. But yeah. But I pretty much completed my collection for silver, so I'm just gonna start buying gold now since I completed my collection for silver. But yeah, so before I begin, people might not listen to me because they're like, what the heck does this guy know? This guy does not know anything. He does not know what he's talking about. This guy is clueless. So maybe to give my words a little bit of more credibility, maybe I should start putting out videos of my credentials so maybe people can start believing, have more like belief, have more faith in what I'm saying because, oh, this guy has credentials. He's coming from somewhere. He has like credentials to prove that he knows what he's talking about, or something, or to prove that he's capable. So maybe I should start talking about my credentials a little bit to prove that I have somewhat of an idea of what I'm talking about, that I'm not completely clueless. I have some sort of an idea of what I'm talking about. I am capable. I have like a technical degree or an associate's degree in information technology and business. I've taken classes in like computer programming. You type programming. Anybody know what computer programming is? Like computer programming, they're like the programs on your computer, like that make your computer work. Like I had to like type in, I don't know, like you pull up your internet browser, you pull up Google, you type in on the internet. Like I had to learn how to do the computer programming that would create the web pages that you would see, that would create the programs that you see on your computer screen. So I've fixed computers for like 10 years. I had a job where I fixed computers for like 10 years. So it's like and I use the computer every day. So like I have an idea of what I'm talking about. I have an idea of what I'm talking about. I do know to some extent I do understand to some level of these concepts. The computer concept. I I've I even like did some programming to make a video game. I even did some programming to make a couple of video games back in the day. And one of these days I would like to release my video game out to the public if I ever just get the time to. So I have credentials. I have some sort of an idea of how computers and computer programming and computer software, how they work. So, and I can tell you right now, Bitcoin is a fucking scam. Bitcoin is fucking stupid. So the whole, now to this day, I'm sure there's a lot of people that do not understand what a Bitcoin is. And that's why people are investing in Bitcoin and other stupid cryptocurrencies, because they do not know what a cryptocurrency is, what a Bitcoin is. If they did understand what a cryptocurrency is, they would not invest in such a stupid concept. So, basically, we got to get down to the... All of these people keep talking, oh, Bitcoin's going to go up. Bitcoin's going to go up to 1 million, 10 million, yada, 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 yada. But they never talk about what is a Bitcoin. What's a Bitcoin? And a Bitcoin, how do I explain? They talk about what a Bitcoin... Oh, Bitcoin is supposed to protect against robbers, or supposed to protect against criminals, or protect against the corrupt government. Yeah, we get it, yada, 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 what a Bitcoin does. But what is a Bitcoin? And when you get down to the basics of it, to the core aspect of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just a process of data. That's all Bitcoin is. Based on what my understanding is, I've watched videos and I've read about Bitcoin, trying to understand what Bitcoin is. To my understanding, Bitcoin is basically just a process of data. It's basically just processing data. That's all a Bitcoin is. And when you understand that, you realize how worthless Bitcoin is. What is data processing? Data processing is nothing special. It's what we do every day when we go on our phones, when we use our computers. It's what we do every day when we process data. When you use, let's say, when you use a calculator on your computer, when you use a calculator on your phone, you type in, for example, 2 plus 2 on a calculator on your phone. And then when you type in 2 plus 2, your computer or your phone outputs the data 2 plus 2 equals 4. That is what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is just processing data and outputting data. So it's like, basically, you have to create a Bitcoin. How do you create a Bitcoin? You process data. So the computer will basically process data and be like 2 plus 2. And then the computer will process the data, 2 plus 2 equals 4. And then, oh, okay, the data has been processed, 2 plus 2 equals 4. And now a Bitcoin is created. That they call it like mining or something. And that's basically what a Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is just processing data. Or two horses. 2 horses equals 4. Okay? So the computer is like, okay, there's 4 horses. If there's 4 horses, how many are there? What's the number? What is the total? If 2 horses equals 4, then 4 horses equals 8. You double the number. And then, oh, data has been processed. Data has been outputted. 4 horses equals 8. So the data has been processed, and now a Bitcoin is created. Okay, that's all Bitcoin is. It's just processing data. And then that's not like that's not valuable. And then it's like, what is so special about processing data? Like our computers are processing God knows what, trillions of bits of information, like every minute, every second. I don't know. I mean, everybody's like on their computers and on their phones nowadays, like processing data. Like even when you open up a web page, even opening up a web page, opening up Google, opening up YouTube, that's like you're processing data, because if person pushes on YouTube button, open up YouTube application. Okay, that's like processing data. There has to be a command. You type in a command. If user pushes this, then output this data. Output the YouTube video player. Like, if person pushes on this video, play this video. And it's like processing like data is getting processed all the time. Data is getting processed all the time. And green, 1 equals green, 2 equals blue, 3 equals red, 4 equals black, 5 equals white. Okay, it's like just translating and outputting and processing data. This happens all the time when we use like computers, any kind of computer technology. So data is constantly being processed, and data is constantly being inputted and outputted. What is so valuable about the process of data itself? That's all. Bitcoin is basically the process of data. That's all a Bitcoin is. There's nothing valuable about processing data, because trillions amounts of data are printed. Trillions amounts of data are outputted and processed every single second, every single day. It's unlimited, limitless amounts of data being processed. Like, there's nothing valuable about data, because there's so much data being processed. You know what I mean? There's so much data to go around. What makes data so valuable? Data is limitless. Like, so much data being processed by people, and it's scarce. Like, in order for something to be money, the money has to be scarce. All right? And Bitcoin is not scarce. Like, the Bitcoin itself, the process to create Bitcoin, the ingredients of Bitcoin, the elements of Bitcoin are limitless, are so much. Okay? Like, Bitcoin is not scarce in of itself. The elements of what make Bitcoin are not scarce. There's plenty of data to go around, okay? And so, but it's like, oh, but there's only 21 million Bitcoins in existence, is what people will say. 21 million is artificial. It's artificial scarcity. All right, the reason why 21 million Bitcoins exist is because the creator of Bitcoin is like says that there's only going to be 21 million. He could just, 31 million Bitcoins, 50 million Bitcoins, 100 million Bitcoins. He can choose. The man who created Bitcoin can create as many Bitcoins as he wants. He just decided to put an artificial cap on 21 million, okay? But it's not real scarcity. It's just artificial scarcity. He just chose to make 21 million Bitcoins. So just because he decides it's 21 million Bitcoins, now Bitcoin is scarce, it's artificial scarcity. It's not real scarcity. It's just a made-up number that some guy decided Bitcoin to be. So, but he could change his mind and make 50 million Bitcoin if he ever decides to, 100 million Bitcoin. He could have decided to create as many Bitcoin as he wants. The choice is his. There's no real scarcity. So, Bitcoin is a scam. Bitcoin is a scam. It's a freaking Ponzi scheme. And then people will be like, well, Bitcoin is $100,000 and you would have became rich if you invested in Bitcoin. Well, I made the mistake. I did not think people would fall for such a stupid concept. I did not think people would fall for such a stupid, idiotic, dumb concept. That makes no sense. I did not think people would fall for that dumb shit. So that was my mistake. My biggest mistake was assuming people would not fall for such a dumb trick, for such a dumb Ponzi scheme, for such a dumb scam. I did not think people would fall for it. I did not think people would fall for these stupid, dumb cryptocurrencies. Like, has anybody actually seen a Bitcoin? It's like such a scam. It's such a stupid, dumb trick. Like, they try to advertise Bitcoin like it's a gold coin. Like, it's like pictures of Bitcoin that look like a gold coin with like a big giant B on the front of the gold coin. They're trying to advertise Bitcoin like it's like a gold coin, when it's like there's nothing there. There's nothing to grab. There's nothing to touch. There's nothing to hold. There's no gold coin. There's nothing there. It's just processing. It's just data. It's just a process of data on your computer screen. There's nothing there. There's nothing valuable. Okay? It's just a 2 + 2 = 4 showing up on your computer screen. That's all a Bitcoin is. It's worthless. And it's like, people are just like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand what Bitcoin is. Does anybody understand what Bitcoin is? Because when I listen to people talk about Bitcoin, they talk a whole bunch of bullshit. All right, so I don't think anybody knows what Bitcoin. You don't know what Bitcoin is. I don't think anybody knows what Bitcoin is. Can anybody properly explain to me what a Bitcoin is? Bitcoin's gonna make you a millionaire. I'm not saying what Bitcoin's gonna make you rich. What is Bitcoin? It's like such a hard question for people to answer, and it's very hard to find that question get answered. People just say what Bitcoin does, but they don't explain what Bitcoin is. It's kind of hard to find that information. What are you doing, Nini? So I think that's everything that I gotta say. And I will never buy Bitcoin because it's a dumb scam. And Bitcoin is gonna make you a millionaire. Bitcoin's gonna make you a multimillionaire. Bitcoin's gonna go up to like $10 million. I don't know. Like, Bitcoin can shoot like fluffy unicorns out of its butthole. I could care less, all right? Bitcoin could be sunshine and rainbows and flying unicorns shooting out the butthole. I don't give a damn. Like, I know what Bitcoin is. Well, I have an idea of what Bitcoin is. And Bitcoin sounds stupid, and I'm not going to invest. And me, like, with experience in like computer repair, computer software, computer hardware, and computer programming, me like coming from that background, I understand Bitcoin to an extent, and the concept sounds very stupid and dumb, and I'm not going to put my hard-earned money into something that does not exist. All right, I'm not going to put real money into fake money that does not exist. All right? And it's yeah, I think that's all I needed to say. And it really sucks that people have fallen for this scam. When did I start? I started talking about this like 20 minutes ago. I think that's all. And like, and then but you're gonna miss out on an opportunity. Look, I don't know if I would be okay buying some bullshit Bitcoin that is not real, that does not exist, and then I sell it to like another hardworking person that busted their butt off making that money. We're earning their money with the job, and then having to bust their butt with that hard-earned money, their life savings, and then I sell them a piece of crap Bitcoin that does not exist. I don't know if I would be okay with scamming somebody and selling them a crappy Bitcoin for like $1 million, $10 million, and then I get rich off of selling them a scam, selling them a worthless Bitcoin that's not worth anything. I don't know if I would be okay with that, all right? I'm not going to do it, all right? I'm not. It's just the whole concept is dumb. And like I don't know. I'm going to get rich the right way, which is gold and silver, and I'm going to put that into stocks, and own companies that that actually like produce like goods, that produce goods and services for people. All right, but right now, gold and silver are the place to be right now. Gold and silver are the place to be right now, and I've dipped my toes in the stock market. I dipped my toes in the stock market. I made some money off of the stock market, and I made a lot of money with like the virtual money that the stock programs gave me to practice with. I made a lot investing in the right stocks. So I mean, I dipped my toes in like. I'm saying right now, gold and silver are the place to be. And gold and silver are real money. Gold and silver are real. They're scarce. They're actually, well, what makes gold so valuable? What makes gold so valuable? Gold is money. That's why gold is so valuable. Gold is money, okay? And gold is actually scarce, okay? And gold cannot be replaced. Gold literally has its own element in the gold literally has its own unique element in the periodic table. Like the element of gold itself is on the periodic table, and the element is rare. Okay, for every 17 ounces or every 12 ounces of gold, or for every 12 ounces of silver that are mined out of the ground, there's only like 1 ounce of gold like in the earth's ground. Like there's real scarcity. Gold has real scarcity, and there's only so much in the earth's crust. All right, and it's just gold is real. All right, gold is real scarcity, and gold is money. All right, it's like tangible and fungible and divisible and portable and scarce, yeah. And it's like it's unique and cannot be counterfeited. Like there's only one and only gold. There's only one and only silver. These are two unique elements that cannot be replaced, and they are scarce at their core, real scarce. Gold and silver are God's money, all right? And you cannot mess with God's money, all right? And Bitcoin is artificial. It's man-made. All right. Man is not God. All right. And Bitcoin is man-made. Gold and silver are God-made. God's money. So thank you everybody for watching. Have a good one. And do not fall for that stupid scam. Buy gold and silver. Gold and silver are the place to be. You want to make some money? Gold and silver are the place to be. And do not fall for that scam like Bitcoin and buy something that does not exist. Buy something that actually exists. That's real. Gold and silver. Gold and silver are going to make you a lot of money. They're the place to be. Gold and silver. And then when the time comes, we go into the stock market and buy companies that produce real goods and services for people. So thank you everybody for watching. Have a good one. Bye.